Hello everyone, I'm going to install the video card today. It's an Asus ROG, Republic of Gamers. It's a GTX 1080 Ti, it's 11 gigabytes and is virtual reality ready. And I'll be using a high-speed extender riser connector. It's the Asus PCIe 16 3.0 to install the video card vertically. So let's begin. The case that I'm using, the Thermaltake View 71, comes with this triangular plate to mount the video card. Here the case manual shows you how it should look before inserting the video card into the riser. I did remove this plate to install the rest of the components a little bit easier. And there were no instructions or screws inside the box, just the riser. So this is what I found out. The riser cable has two ends, one for you to insert the video card and the other end to be inserted into the motherboard where the video card will usually go, the PCI slot. So this is how it will go, like this. And you will grab through screws and screw it right into the plate. I did not record the process of searching or inserting the screws, but this is how it looks at the end. This was the only thing that was in the box, the actual riser cable. These two screws, I got them from the box that came with the case with all the screws, and they look like this. So I guess every case will be different, but I used this little guys, and I guess you will find in your case the best one to fit your riser. And the other end of the riser cable goes into the PCI slot into the motherboard. And this is how it should look at the end. That's the plate, the riser cable. I have that end covered because I don't want any dust before I insert it into the slot. And you're gonna attach it to the back like so, and it should look like this when you are all done. But let me show you the process of screwing and attaching all the screws to the case. Here we go. Alright, so let me grab this bad boy over here. Gonna fold the cable. They recommend that you don't bend it too much, just keep it as straight as possible. And I'm gonna do a little test run and see how it's gonna go before I start inserting the screws. Apologize for the camera movement and the angles. It's gonna be upside down for a couple times because I'm looking up and down, trying to get the holes aligned. So just bear with me. So I wanted you to see this process because it requires a lot of patience. You have to hold it with one hand, and this needs to be folded under before you attach it to the case, just to make things easier, to avoid bending it over after you attach the video card to the case. So I'm just gonna fold it like that, leave it like that, and see how the screws are gonna go in here. Just trying to align it as much as I can, and the tricky part is to hold it with one hand and attach to screw with the other hand. So I don't know how professionals do this, but it is It is quite a task. You have to bend over. My back was hurting a lot trying to get the screws in because I don't have the equipment of professionals, rotating tables and all that. That's what this is, just the reality of a regular guy building a computer. So here I'm looking upside down, sorry about the camera angle, trying to get the holes aligned from the case and the plate that lets you touch the motherboard, the video card vertically. So I'm gonna do the top one first, that way I don't have to hold it that much with the other hand. And I am going just to screw it just a little bit, just enough for the plate to grab the screw, and I'm gonna try to look for the other one. You can see that one on the bottom is not aligned, so that is the problem. So I'm gonna try to get this one in, not going anywhere, so I'm just gonna get the other one because I don't want to put stress on this video card at all. Just grab the other one and I'll find that one later. Here we go, just screw it just a little bit, not too tight because you gotta shift it around to find the other screw. So I lost the screw, I don't know what it is. It's behind there, but there it is. So now I'm gonna try to get it in there. You see now I'm not using the other hand to hold it because I attached the top screw first. So that is just one little tip for you guys. And I'm gonna screw this guy in and just make sure that everything's okay aligned, that there is no stress on any of the components. And I'm just gonna tighten it all up one by one. And the last one. And that's it. Unedited. I just want you to see the whole thing. Now this plate is gonna go in the back. I call it the holding plate. I don't know the name, but I have to take a break. My back is hurting and I need better light, so I'll be right back. Alright, so this small plate, I call it the holding plate, goes right here. But let me get my flashlight ready. This is a little dark. There you go. So it goes like this, and you will use this 3 knob screws. They're like screws with a big head. I don't know how you call them either. So just basically hold them with your hand and screw them in. I think it's just a little extra protection or extra holding on the video card, just to make sure that it's not gonna go anywhere. So it's pretty simple stuff. Just hold in one hand and screw it with the other one, and they're quite easy to screw in. You can either use your hand or a screwdriver. They're wide enough for you to use your fingers. And this is the last one on the top. It's not going in for some reason. There it is, finally. And the video card is installed. Final check, and let me zoom in into the riser connector. I gotta show you something right here. This is the front view. You can see the 2 screws, and you can see on the bottom the riser cable going under, not through the hole designed for the cable to go through. If I send it through this hole, you can see here on the side view, it will be almost a 90-degree angle on the cable, and they tell me not to bend it. So I decided to send it underneath to maintain that gentle curve and not put too much angle on the cable. And now let's go connect the PCIe end of the cable into the motherboard slot. The motherboard manual recommends that you use number 2, the PCIe 3.0 16x8. Now to connect it, it's like connecting a video card. You just lift the lever on the side and push it in until you hear the click. And there it is, all done. And let me show you the back view. Here is the riser cable, bending just a little bit. That's the back of the video card. Here is the underneath, the connection cable going under. The video card is all installed. All screws tight. Everything is tight. And the I/O plate, and is done. Now let's go give this video card some power. Here we have the VGA cable coming from the PSU. This one is going to give power to the video card. One is red and one is black. They came with the video card. I've been told it doesn't matter if you switch it around, if you put the red one on the right or the left side. This pin on the right, the black one, can be divided in two. It was 6-pin or 8-pin connector, I guess, for different types of video cards. It's pretty simple. You just put them in there and very gently push them in. Now I will not recommend to push them down like this. Just I'm doing this very slowly so you can see. Just leave them there and then squeeze them together until you hear the click. Just like that. That way you don't put pressure on the plate holding the video card and break it. And that is it. I think this computer is done. We have some wires in the back. I don't know how can we fix that. That's probably gonna hang like that. I don't see any other way around that, but it's behind the video card, so I don't think you can see it that much. I'll probably fix it a little bit better later, but that is it. It's all done. A quick tour around all that we have connected. It's been a long process. Can't wait to turn it on. Here's the back. A hard drive. The radiator with all the clear space. Didn't use a couple screws. And the cable management in the back, very flat for the glass plate in the back. And let's go give this guy some power. So this is the power cable from the outlet connected to a surge protector, and those lights come on, but I'm gonna turn the flashlight off. There you go, so you can see it better. This lights just come on as soon as you connect it to the power source. The computer is not on yet. And here we go. There you go. Pretty colors. The fans on the top are blue. There's our post. And we have this controller, the one that controls the fans from the case. That one controls the color. These are the codes. Just going through some codes, detecting every single thing that is plugged into the motherboard. You see the AO, all OK, in the upper right corner. This controller controls the color of the case fans by pressing it. You just press it and the color will change. I'm gonna make it blue. And this one controls the speed, but this will be controlled by a software that I will install later on. Now I have to install the case covers, the glass doors, and the keyboard, the mouse, monitor, and all that. So this is the end of this part. The next part will be installing the software and testing.